Hey everybody, just wanted to make a video, keep you updated on where I'm at, and to kind of get into this whole Harmonious Union thing, this achievement that we all desire. And I'm understanding more and more for the past day. I mean, every day I'm learning more and more, but it's just getting so intense lately to where I feel like a newborn child where I'm just releasing so much old way of choosing fear, because in my life there's never been a time that I've actually gone all in. There's been times in my life where I came very close to keep pushing, and then I gave up, and then I almost manifested death, and whatever. And in those times, I always knew what I wanted, but I was too afraid of that final push. I was too afraid to go all the way into that cave that Jeff and Shalia talk about in one of the TFAS earlier classes. It's class between 10 and 13, I think, maybe 15. Where they just talk about that last, it's not about the surrender. I feel like I've done pretty well with the surrender, but it's that last push into the cave of fear. And I've been realizing how fucking scared I've been of that final push into the unknown, into claiming this as to just go all in with my love, that I can't be harmed in going all in with my love, that there's nothing to fear with going in with all of my love. And I see my harmonious union there on the other side. And I choose to walk the path through this cave today. This is what my main focus will be until I have my harmonious union. And it doesn't have to be hard. Fear is not more powerful than love, in any way. Fear, when the fears start coming up, you're just and then you face them, you're oh, okay, that was just silly. But they feel so big because they want to give that illusion that love isn't stronger. But in all truth, it's obvious. When you're feeling love, it's easy to see the falseness of ego, of fear. So I guess what I wanted to say is that it's okay to have fear in your harmonious union, in stepping into that next layer of spiritual truth and beginning your true spiritual journey. It's the harmonious union, what my spiritual teachers say, is the beginning of your ascension, and it only makes sense because we've been in the dark until we're finally with God, is what harmonious union is, where we've healed those core upsets that were keeping us out of alignment, and now we're with God, and we go even deeper towards our permanent, perfect union, And another fear that's coming up for me is that, like, my twin flame won't accept me, won't accept the community that I'm a part of, won't accept, like, she'll feel like she knows better. And I choose to release that fear that I can't face her in truth, that I can't face God in truth, and that God will be there. God will be there. The past, like, 3 weeks of my life, like, I've never healed so much so quickly. And I remember when I, like, first had, like, a very spiritual experience on LSD, like, how it was so quick, all these godlike feelings and very loving energy was bestowed upon me. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but it was. And I felt very in my power. I felt like, oh, I know something now. I know that there's something bigger here. And then I just spiraled back down into upset, and it was way worse than it ever was. Because I was so high on that spiritual journey that I went on, but there was no grounding in it. There was no understanding of it other than, damn, tripping is intense, man. And it's beautiful. And be yourself, man. And it wasn't like, it wasn't grounded, and there wasn't the mirror exercise that I've learned, which is, like, the most badass healing that ever has touched the planet. It's quick and efficient. I love it. I want to get into my harmonious union now, you know? And I want to face this fucking cave. I'm so over feeling like everything's so hard. Like, love isn't the most powerful thing in the universe. Like, love isn't what drove me to this place. Like, love isn't what brought me all of this good. Nothing else brought me this good. Fear has just tried to hold on to my spirit and take away from it. I choose to live from my heart space. I choose to face God, God's kingdom, in my heart. I choose to not run away when it gets scary, when fears come up. I choose to face them. I don't know what else there is. I feel like I've done a lot of the healing. I choose to claim all pieces of me that I've given away now. Choose to bring them in. And hold them sacred to my union. Hold them sacred to my love. You know, my sister Preeti yesterday, she really helped me with the core block in my codependency, and how I was feeling so sorry for myself. And that's why Jen was pushing me away, my twin flame. Because her soul knows to not deal with my bullshit. And I wanted to put my bullshit onto her and think that that's how it would get handled. And that was like that felt like such a final piece to where I just gave myself love there, and I called in my divine wife, like God is my lover, and God will provide me in all ways that I desire. That's not like I don't get from this like physical relationship, Like I have to get I like God is my source. I receive from God. So when I choose to focus on the divinity of the relationship and keep it real with myself, then I'll have it. When I choose to face love directly, then I'll have it. When I choose to see that there's nothing separating me from God other than myself, if I choose that, then I have it. It's about God. And everybody knows this. I just know that I haven't felt it completely. And I just desire my woman in this sacred way now. I don't desire this drama, back and forth, fighting over a bunch of nothing. I mean, it's always good, we've always mirrored a lot and healed a lot just by fighting. And we've had very harmonious moments. Like, we've done a lot together. We've been so close for like 3 years now. And like through like I mean I can't even believe that consciously I'm here now, because well, I can, but like it's taken a while for me to really like get out of that like PTSD victim thing. And it feels good to finally like really be coming home, to really be waking up to God, and just allowing myself to feel God over the fear, allowing myself to face the fear, because the fear just took away everything. It just took from me. It sucked in all of my good that I had, things that I desired. Gone. And then I had some hope. I called in my twin flame on like a mushroom trip. I asked God for a mermaid. And I remember my friend like laughing at me like, dude, the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, I don't really know. But I did. I just wanted my divine love. I've always wanted that. Ever since I was like young, like 10 years old, I was looking for my lover, man. I've never been someone who's like out and about, like hooking up, and I've always been like in relationships. I desire that. I always saw like the falseness of just hooking up or whatever it was. And I guess like I don't know, I'm just ranting right now. Hope this is helping. Wherever like the deeper that I connect with love, the more that my relationship with God grows. So the more that I can have in this world. It's magical. So why, if it's so magical, would I be choosing to not be of God? Why would I not choose the magic? That's silly. If you know that the world is magical, if you know that God is real, don't fear that, like, you can't have what God has for you. It's silly. Everything that you desire in your life is already, like, God already knows, like, hey, I got you. I created you. I know you. It's really amazing, obviously. It's, like, so amazing that, like, it's been blowing my mind lately, just, like, letting God know. Letting myself be led by God. And I choose to lead others to God. Just as my spiritual teachers have done for me. Just as my soul family has done for me. We're all in it together. We're all here as one. To really celebrate life. To have a good fucking time. We're not here to be serious, like, meditation maestros. You know, I mean, meditation's fucking awesome. Like, I love it. The mirror exercise is fucking awesome, but... And we're always going to be doing the work. I'm not saying that. It's just that, like, we have fun. Our spiritual community, like, my teachers are fun as shit. They're hilarious. They're filled with wisdom. And that's all I can really ask for. like hilarious, well, loving, hilarious, filled with wisdom. What other kind of teacher would you want? You know, it's like the perfect teacher. There's no like it's not strict. And it's just teaching love is what our community is doing. And we're growing as one. And we're bringing true love to the planet. And whoever is choosing separation can't fucking hang. I mean, of course, all of us who aren't in harmonious union are, like, choosing separation to an extent. But if we are continuing to grow, if we're choosing to grow, and we don't fully run from ourselves or try to hurt ourselves in a way that could affect things in reality for others, you're at home, you're safe in our community. If you just choose love, join the fucking crew, because we are powerful. And we would love to have you on board. Only those who really desire God and desire their highest of highs, their truth, that's who we want. There's nothing other than that. just those who desire to live in God's light, in God's kingdom, and create from that source. And live from that source and speak from that source and just allow the truth to be the truth. Allow yourself to see. That there's nothing but love. I allow myself to see that. All right. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.